Carlos, especially after losing Soto in Game 2 of this series, what have you seen from just the depth of this roster in these 3 games?
Special. We got good players, up and down. Dealing with few guys there with injuries, and you still feel really good with not only the guys that are in the lineup who are getting the opportunity to play more, but was on the bench as well, and we saw it today. There's a lot of versatility. There's a lot of things that we could do because of the flexibility. But it goes to show you that it's a deep roster. It's a deep roster, and it's fun.
Jared Young obviously has the 3 hits, but also a couple nice defensive plays, and hasn't played that much in the outfield. Just what did he show you here today?
Credit to him, credit to Gilbert that continue to work with him. It wasn't an easy one going to his left. Great jump, and he ended up making that sliding catch. But then how he played that ball off the wall and then execute that throw. I mean, that's perfect execution there. Great job by Marcus. But overall, not only they are bad for Jared, but his ability to play the outfield the way he's doing it, it just adds more to it. You know, he's not only a guy that is a pinch hitter or a guy that you play at first. Now you feel good with him playing in the outfield as well.
Another big pinch hit performance from a guy tonight with Luis Torrens, 9-pitch at bat, gets that ball inside the right field line. What can you say about that at bat point?
He was got to give credit to Kai Correa there. He had him before dealing with so many guys down. He brought it up to me way before the game started, like on a big spot. Luis Torrens against one of those lefties. So I got to give him credit. And sure enough, the situation presented itself, and we shot him, and he was ready to go from the very beginning, and he executed it.
When you look at that inning as a whole, is it just the idea of putting the ball in play, stringing the bats together?
Not only putting the ball in play, but just grinding out at bats. Started with Polanco with the double, with him getting to second base, then Luis follows it, and then just continues to be good at bat after good at bats, passing the baton, trusting guys, and then Luis Torrens there. Not trying to do too much. Robert with a huge total on base there. The small details today. Tyrone Taylor faking it at third base. Luis Arraez kind of took a step towards home plate, and that's going to allow Luis to slide in there, and then Luis Torrens execute. So a lot of Luis.
Why did Kai like Luis Torrens against one of those lefties in the bullpen?
What was that again?
Why did Kai like Luis Torrens? A lot of Luis. Why did Kai like Luis Torrens against one of those lefties?
I like Luis Torrens with, especially against left-handed pitching, but in general, he's going to give you quality at bats. But you're not so much inclined to use the catcher when you're sure on the bench. But the fact that we talk about it before the game, like I said, I like him, but it's just not easy to empty the bench like that. But it was a situation that presented itself, and we executed it.
Knowing Torrens the way that you do, is there anything in his temperament that you think allows him to be so successful in pinch hitting? So he's a .352 career hitter off the bench. Last year was really good with runners in scoring position. Anything that he does well in those particular spots? He
slows the game down. He's got the ability to use the whole field. He's not afraid to go the other way. He's not afraid to work counts. He gets to 2 strikes, and you feel good that he's going to put the ball in play. He's going to give that, take what the pitcher's giving him. Experience. This is a guy that has been in baseball for quite a bit now. A lot of winner balls. So I was happy for Luis in that situation.
You were arguing with the Simeon ABS thing. Did they say that Simeon swung and it didn't make a difference, or did they say he was too late?
He was too late, and that's the tricky part there, because Marcus, and something from us in the dugout, we didn't know if the call was made on the pitch or on the swing. Right. Once he asked, was that on the swing or on the pitch? Then he challenged. And Edwin said it was too late. So that's the one that we won't have to continue to ask the league, and what's the right way to do here, because it's all new for all of us. The timing of it is new.
You had another good starting pitching performance today. Senga was pretty sharp. Then he got burned by soft contact, it seemed like, in that 6th. What did you see for him? Just kind of tire out at that point, or?
Not really, because when you look at the whole outing, only 2 hard hit balls. The Chapman one and the Encarnacion, the one that JY made that play. Other than that, I mean, he pretty much dominated that lineup. The fastball, the cutter was a good pitch. The forkball to put hitters away, but to steal strikes when he needed to. I think overall he was outstanding.
And the rotation has just been giving you guys a chance to win every night. That's been a huge part of it.
Yes, the rotation, the bullpen. That game 1 that we lost here, Sean Manaya set the tone. Even though we lost that game, we were able to win that series because of the Manaya's job that day, saving the bullpen. That kind of set up, for the next 3 days. And when you get starting pitching, when you get the offense clicking the way they're doing it, you're going to have series like this.
Kodai, another really strong outing. How did you feel overall about it?
またいい登板でしたけど、いかがでしたか？本当に健康的に投げれているのがまずとりあえず一番かなと思います。
Yeah, again, the biggest thing is I was able to throw healthily, and I'm able to get out of it healthy.
When you talk about your health, I mean, what does that do mechanically when you're feeling as good as you've been feeling since the beginning of spring?
健康にっていう中で健康で投げられているってことは、っていう中でメカニクスはいかがですか？今日は少し変な部分もありましたけど、でもその中でも試合を作れるぐらいのものは出たんじゃないかなと思います。
And it wasn't perfect today, but good enough to make the game winnable.
One of the only hard hit balls off you was the one that went to left field. What did you think of the throw that Jared Young made to cut down that runner into second base?
強い打球が少ない中で一つはヤングがセカンドに刺してくれましたが、そのスローに関していかがですか？最高でした。It was amazing.
You guys have gone 2 full turns through the rotation. Now, what do you think of what you've seen from day in and day out from your starting pitchers? What strikes you about this rotation?
で2ローテしましたけど、千賀さんの目から見てこのローテはどんな感じですか？もう健康にみんなが回っていけば非常に安定したチームと思いますし、僕も健康に回って、みんなに遅れを取らないようにしっかり、毎回いい登板ができればなと思います。
Yeah, I think it's a really strong group. As long as we stay healthy, stay out on the mound, we can be a stabilizing force for the team. And that goes for everybody and myself. I don't want to be the one lagging behind. I want to be up there with them. So I think we're a great group.
Do you feel any more comfortable pitching on normal rest at this point?
Compared to?
Just only 4 times prior, the last few years. So.
数年中4っていうのが少なかったですけど、今回やってみて、慣れた感じとかありますか？そのリズムでちゃんと過ごせれば別に問題ないかなと、ただそれだけだと思います。
If I can be living and adjust to that, whatever the pitching schedule is, whether it's regular rest or an extra day, as long as I know ahead of time and I'm able to live on that schedule, then it's no problem.
I feel like you had your forkball more so today than your debut the other day.
前回よりも、今日の方がフォークが、働いてくれたかなっていう感じしますか？いや変わらんな、そんなにめちゃくちゃ悪くもないけど良くもないって感じ。
Not really, about the same. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't great either.
Going up there in that situation, just what's your approach?
En una situación como esa, ¿cuál es el enfoque ahí en ese turno?
Nada, bueno, primero poner la bola en place, prepararme antes del juego, ¿sabes? Mandy me comentó que posiblemente podía venir esa situación y nada, estar preparado para el momento.
Yeah, for me, it's to put the ball in play there. I was prepared from even before the game. Mendy told me that there might be a situation where I come in, but yeah, it's for me. It's just to be focused and try to execute in a situation like that.
Mendy had said that he had prepared to use you against a lefty. What did that kind of mean for you, just knowing kind of who you were going to be facing if you were to come in and pitch it?
Sí, bueno, es bastante, ¿cómo se puede decir? Agradable, ¿sabes? Que te dé la confianza de eso temprano en el juego y que también te adelante las situaciones que pueden ocurrir y así uno se prepara de mejor manera para cuando venga la situación ya uno esté preparado.
You know, I really appreciate to be told that earlier on in the game, or even before the game, just because I'm able to prepare myself the way that I know that I can prepare myself, and with whatever situation the game arises in the game, I'll be prepared and do my job.
As the game goes on later and you're thinking you could be a pinch hitter, are you taking swings in the cages or anything beforehand to get ready?
Sí, estaba totalmente ya caliente para la situación y bueno, pasó la oportunidad y aprovechamos.
Yeah, I was already warmed up for that situation, and that situation came up, and we took advantage of it.
What does it say about you guys that for the second straight night a pinch hitter has come in and delivered a big hit? I mean, that's a pretty big thing to do, especially on consecutive days like that.
Sí, no, claro, de verdad que eso nos dicta a nosotros cómo somos como equipo, como grupo, prepararnos todos los días para ayudar al equipo y bueno, se han estado dando los buenos resultados, gracias a Dios.
You know, that speaks to how we prepare as a team. I think every single one of us before the game, during the game, are all preparing ourselves to do the best that we possibly can, and I think that speaks volumes to the group that we have here today.
What do you think of the team bounce back over the last few days and won a few in a row to win this road trip?
No, excelente, de verdad que eso, sabes, hemos estado jugando muy buena pelota, los lanzadores han hecho un trabajo increíble, los bateadores también y bueno, siempre ganar esas victorias de atrás son importantes y bueno, hoy también con el juego que lanzó Senga es muy importante que pudimos conseguir la victoria.
You know, it's been excellent. The team has looked excellent. The way that the pitchers are pitching, the way that the hitters are hitting. I think it's been really special. Just kind of been able to come back in these games and just how Senga pitched today. It was just amazing. Excellent.
When you come into a day not expecting to start and then get the start, what does it take to have that type of a day?
I feel like last night, talking with Beatty and the staff, it was kind of like, let's come in today and prep like I'm going to play. And then I even talked to Beatty this morning. He was like, hey, I don't know what's going to happen. So I kind of took it like I was going to start, and it's always easier to wind down than it is to ramp up. So it was good communication.
Obviously, great offensive day, but as you're trying to get more and more comfortable in the outfield, to have a day like that, what do you feel like you've done so well to allow yourself to have that type of defensive success out there?
I think good game planning and good coaching. I mean, we worked through spring training, just trying to get more comfortable out there with limited reps and trying to be an athlete, get good jumps, and just make the plays that you know how to make.
It's a long season, but when you guys are able to win 3 in a row like this, what does it do for your guys' confidence?
Oh, I think it's great. We got a good ball club in here, and winning games always kind of breeds good culture and camaraderie. And getting on the plane tonight after a couple good wins is huge.
It's also kind of inspiring too when you guys are able to come back against the starting pitching like that, and then score late runs against the bullpen.
Yeah, I think when you face a good pitcher like that, play 9 innings, keep grinding out the at bats. Might not go your way one inning, might not go your way for a few innings, but you play nine innings for a reason, and just make them all count.
What do you see as the key to that throw to second base?
Good carom off the wall. It's always easier when the ball kind of goes where you expect it to and comes right to you. And then you don't have to change much. Just turn and fire, try and get it online.